shit. Here we go again.
It's also in the thumbnail. Like I felt like I had to just add it in, but that's
I just
how
updated the timestamp.
It is. I swear to God, this is like Groundhog's Day. Fuckers play this game every fucking year. It's that meme of the guy going to get the milk from the cow, but it's just the Manchester City and Real Madrid logos.
Here we go, sunshine.
I've seen that meme maybe for the past 7 years.
I was trying to do the math. I think this will be like the 14th match since 2020, and there was a COVID year in there. Like
I've only played 5 past seasons consecutively.
We've played 4 Premier League teams more than we've played Real Madrid in like the past couple seasons.
I had Facundo texting me, City, you're gonna get the easy draw. I'm like, are you an idiot, bro? Like,
dude,
you know who they play every year?
No talking about Arsenal on this episode, bro.
I never said that word.
Every single person, including the players, were like, we know what's coming. We're all getting this game. We just have to prepare for the inevitable. And that's hilarious. There is a certain part of me as the comic of the group, I would say, because people like to make fun of me, would say that this is the funny part of football.
No, brother. This is not funny.
It's not funny to you guys. It's
funny
to me.
No, bro. It's clear corruption. What do you mean funny? The beautiful game is fucked, dude. It's pure corruption. There's no way this randomly happens 5 years in a row. It's just bullshit. I'm not buying it.
I'm gonna point
say it's unlikely.
I'm gonna point to 2 things that I'm currently wearing, and it's these 2, and this means nothing to me. Absolutely nothing to me. This whole half of the podcast has meant nothing to me because my team sucks. So I get comedic relief. I get to root for Real Madrid.
Hey, you guys are top 4 right now.
Let's not jinx it. Like I'm the only person that's allowed to say stuff like that. Everyone else can't say anything. There's enough bad juju with me saying it alone.
Dylan, it's done. There's no way you don't finish in the top 4.
Don't say, God damn it. The United jinxed it. It's over. I can guarantee we're getting Europa.
No shot it happens.
Whoa.
Out.
I just did the Europa thing where we're talking about a UCL game. We could probably pull up the preview from last year, but there's just more injuries. Do we want to start with City or Madrid?
The one thing we should start with is that there is a Trent that's probably going to be playing and a Doku that is back.
Doku's back.
Did Doku play at the weekend?
No, and that's on purpose.
Good. That's good.
He cannot. Played in the game
Semenyo on the right?
Huh?
Semenyo on the right?
Who knows, bro?
I like
At
that.
some point, Doku. If Trent is playing, Doku will be playing. Like it's a guarantee.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not a good.
But Trent's huge to what they do. He's one of their only guys who can get the ball forward. Like it's.
You see, I'm not really that I'm not tripping about it that hard because motherfucker gets exposed by random kids every week, bro. Like it's gonna be the same thing. Like it's gonna happen. Regardless, Doku. Doku could have been. No. Let me finish, bro. Doku could have been injured, bro. You could put fucking Rico fucking Lewis on the left side and he's dribbling all the way around. It doesn't matter. You'll create chances at that end. Just at this point for us, it's just a matter of what else. If he can create, because he's had games where he can't defend and he can't create. If he can create, okay, fuck it.
I mean that's fair.
If he can't, then
dribble past 12 times in a game by one player, then I have a feeling it's going to affect him.
I just don't think that it's going to be one-sided enough for Doku to get 12 dribble attempts.
They might just flip the pairing of Valverde and Trent and play Trent at right mid.
Well, that's kind of already what happens.
That's right. So there is the chance that they just deploy Valverde on Doku. The only thing is I'm a simpleton.
Valverde out the game then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm a simpleton, and then
Valverde. What do you mean it takes Valverde out of the game? This is the role he's played for the whole ever since Trent came back, and he's had 4 or 3 man of the match and second man of the second best player on the team playing that role.
Because he has player last time we played you guys.
It's probably Chouameni or fucking Valverde.
It was Valverde.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying, what do you mean he's going to take him out the game? He's been playing that role and he's gotten like 8 assists in the past 4 games.
Valverde's had 8 assists in the last 4 games.
I'm probably like 5, but like he's had like
no. Sorry, even if
let me figure it out.
Even if you're saying like you're overdoing it, like the number is just. Are you saying in all comps or in this particular matchup?
No, all comps.
Okay. Sorry. I don't keep up with Madrid, so that was more of just
in the past, like he had 2 assists against Benfica, assists against Osasuna, goal before that. Like these are his like the games he's been playing beside Trent in that like right back, right mid role. He's actually been playing his best football of the season because he actually had a horrible start to the season. I don't think that's like I agree with Mila. I'm not trying to disagree. He's gonna get exposed.
No, I get it. Like, but also though, like you're talking about these La Liga games, and this is like a different caliber. I'm not even saying that we're that good. I don't think we're that good this season, but it just compared to the other teams. Like if you want to swap them, that's fine. But then Trent's at the right mid or in the midfield, tucking in a little bit.
That's exactly how he's.
That's probably what he's gonna. The thing is
fine.
Madrid
it's just
don't
not
have
gonna.
options.
I don't think. Because it's been good in La Liga, it's going to be good against Manchester.
It hasn't been good in La Liga.
So
I think his whole point, Mila, is
I'm just saying
Trent's going to get cooked anyways. It doesn't.
Yeah,
it's not
I'm
as
just saying
I'm
saying that's like that. Madrid already know this, bro. The whole game plan is going to be built around this. Like no shit. That's what Liverpool did too. Liverpool, did he ever play fucking defense for Liverpool? No, they played around it. They had to. Yeah, and he's gonna try it again. He's gonna fail, and he's
okay.
My only hope is if he doesn't
points in those Liverpool matches too, though. So
of course it always is. That's what I'm saying. So it's just like that's a boring topic to cover. It's like we know he's gonna get exposed. It's just
it's a main talking point. That's probably we're gonna attack you the majority of the game.
The issue is, and I think from a Madrid perspective, they don't have any other options. They use
not my problem either.
Like, no. But
I think 2 center backs like 3 times. Like it's
you're
always like
milking a cow that's there's no more milk, brother.
This is the whole point of the segment. The cow cannot give any more milk.
No, I feel like
I 100%. So let's focus on City. Let's say that City's way to beat Madrid is for Doku to terrorize the left-hand side, right?
I personally think that's just one thing that's going to be the easiest thing to exploit. If they want to play a 4-4-2, then that means there's a 2-man midfield too, and against our 3-4-5-man midfield. So there's going to be gaps. Because of the issues that they're having with injuries.
2-man midfield.
If you play a 4-4-2, like this is where I'm confused too. Like you guys played a 4-3-3 in your last game, but I've also seen the 4-4-2 where they're playing.
They play midfielders
Valverde and
left and right mid.
So I'm honestly just confused at what you guys are going to roll out against us, and that'll dictate the game heavily.
I think it's just going to be a diamond the same way it's been in the past like 5 games, with Vinny and Gonzalo Garcia up top. Arda Güler, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, and Valverde.
The apps put all the lineups out like shit, but yeah, I mean they're just playing with the personnel they have. They have a bunch of good midfielders, and I mean obviously they don't really have a focal point 9. You just have good attackers that are all kind of positionless. The whole team's kind of positionless. That's the problem. I feel like that's what we talked about last time when Xabi was in. But yeah, they have tons of quality, but like Mila's, I mean we saw in the Newcastle game. They're flooding the middle. And then you have Nunez and Ait Nouri, who are both dangerous in their own right when they have that much time and space to make something happen. So it's really just going to come down, at least for me, like how clinical are Man City, because they're going to have those fullbacks on the ball out wide in dangerous positions. Can Haaland get on the end of a cross? Or can Semenyo touch one in? I think that's how it's going to look in terms of them putting Madrid away.
Also, the thing is, I gotta add, like the reason I think that the whole Doku Trent thing is not as big of a deal is because I think that everywhere on the field we're gonna get exposed. So like it's just like that's like it's other. I'm serious. It's gonna be like, is City gonna take their chances or are they not? Or is Real Madrid gonna have good counterattacks and is Vinny gonna expose his man and take his chances? That's like genuinely like City have not like a talent or a man-to-man advantage, but form, football, they have an advantage everywhere. Like they genuinely do.
Coaching advantage too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean by the football sense of it. The way they play is better than the way we play right now. Even like the best version of our system right now is like shaky because like we don't have a lot of key players, and two, our team was already constructed in a way where it's not very balanced. So like I just think it's this game is gonna be very much about taking your chances because I think City is gonna come and control the game. I just don't see how it won't happen. They're way better than us right now.
It's Mila, what I want to ask you is how do you envision Pep goes into this game from a midfield perspective? Because we saw against Forest, you struggled in terms of the physicality. So do you envision do you see it as like he fights force with force and he goes with like a Nico G or a Nico Riley in there with him, or you think he starts with Bernardo?
I think you just put in all the fucking people that Madrid don't like, the players that they've had a tough time against. And they are all playing good right now. So, I mean, Nico G is a Barca boy. So he's just automatically one of them. And he's been playing good. So Nico G, Rodri, Nico O'Reilly, and Bernardo Silva in a midfield, it's just energy.
So who drops out in that sense? Is it
that's
Semenyo?
The issue. It's like it just depends what we're going to do. So Cherky hasn't been starting. This is why this is a question at all in my head, is because Cherky hasn't been a mainstay in the squad. Foden hasn't been good.
I was going to say, yeah.
Semenyo in this type of game, it's interesting. I mean, I didn't even mention Doku. So, like, there's multiple ways we can go about this, and I'm not really sure which way we're going to go about it. And I think a lot of it will come down to just what Madrid will put out on the day.
We all know what Madrid are going to put out, thow.
No, I think he means like performance-wise. Or do you mean lineups? No, lineup is set.
Lineups. I've been seeing that some young guys might play against us, like reports and stuff too. So it's like those types of things.
They'll play, but they won't start.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah, I think that's what he's been using them a lot, but like I don't think they'll start against City, especially because they don't have any Champions League experience.
Yeah, I was gonna say
the best way for me to put it. I see us setting up two ways, and it's either heavy midfield presence, where we just dominate that midfield with force and power, like I was just talking about, or like we were talking about in the beginning, and we play our playmakers on the wings, so the Dokus, and honestly maybe even Savio, based off the last game, and just make it hell for those those fullbacks. It could be both. We could go one way for a half, 60 minutes, and then put on the wingers to try to make something later in the game once we've set up a little more and we've more established in a away match. But I don't know. I think the main thing for me is Haaland, because Rudiger and Asensio give him hell every fucking time we play them. They're on top of him. They're fouling him. Like, he needs to find a way to get involved, because if we're playing 10 against 11, that's where Madrid can hit us and actually make it hard for us.
I think you set up. I think O'Reilly definitely plays. I just want to take a wild crack at it. I think it'll be Rodri, O'Reilly, Bernardo, and then the forward three will be Doku, Haaland, and I think honestly Marmoush, because when you mentioned Semenyo in this type of game, I think Shadman's right. There's no way you guys don't dominate possession, and I think obviously you could throw Semenyo in the middle. He can still get on the end of a few goals, but I think that probably benefits Marmoush more this game script. So
the thing is, like, if we're gonna hold and they're gonna try to just sit back and try to beat us on the counter, then Marmoush and Semenyo don't offer me too much. Other than the fact that Marmoush can absolutely rifle one from outside the box.
I think he would be better against a settled block than Semenyo.
Yeah,
but again, it's not a huge gap.
That's if you're comparing the two. But to me, like, I would rather have someone that's a tighter dribbler. And if that's the case, maybe Cherky Doku with Haaland. But that's kind of what I'm saying. Like,
I just don't think he starts. I agree with you there.
What does Pep want to do? And we have no idea. But
Pep, one of the things that gives me hope for this game is the fact that Pep is a freak, dude. He comes into these games and he overcomplicates the shit out of his own life and his players' lives. So, like, I really hope he tries to pull off some crazy tactical freak off and he just backfires. Like, truly, like, that gives me some hope.
Play Kusanov, man. And literally, it negates like 75% of your guys' game plan if Kusanov plays.
At center back?
Yep.
Over
Next
Diaz?
Over Diaz.
Yeah.
Over Diaz.
I 100% agree with that. I
rate it. I honestly
rate
because
of his pace?
Yeah.
That was
like,
if we're talking
that Diaz would be necessary for but don't you think he'll be necessary more so for Gonzalo Garcia and his type of movement?
That's where Gahey comes in.
You think
Gahey's much better in the air.
And Gahey's just calmer all around. He brings that calming presence to put that next to an aggressive guy like Kusanov. It's just a nice harmony between the two. And I don't think Gahey stepped a foot wrong, Mila, since he got to City.
No. That
other
last
than
game against
getting
Nottingham
fouled for a
great.
goal against Tottenham. I don't remember him fucking anything up. He's been so sound. So I think he can get dropped.
He showed he was human a little bit in the Nottingham game, but nothing like crazy blunders.
Sure.
And also the fact that when we needed it, that center back pairing was freaking great. And the only reason that it got split up was because Diaz came back from injury.
Yep.
Not because they made any mistakes, but solely because one of our leaders came back into the squad. So I feel like Kusanov's been a little hard done by, and he did really well in this fixture last year. He should at least get the chance to start in the away leg. If we need Diaz to be the leader at the home leg, then that's fine. But I genuinely think Kusanov should start over him in this one.
One last thought on City before we talk about how Madrid can win, because I think there's really only one answer to that question. I'm going to dispute the idea that it shouldn't be Semenyo starting, because you guys went on a 15-minute soliloquy about the Doku thing. And what happens when Doku gets off the left side? He puts in a cross to the right side. And I've already seen Semenyo back post do that all throughout his City tenure, but also the fact that what's his name? Kvaras is hurt, and it's going to be either Mendy or Garcia.
That works fine. You're basically deploying him as a second striker in that, though.
Right?
Yeah,
if we're utilizing him as a winger, I don't see the utility of him in this game. If we're using him as a striker for that back post run, then I totally agree with you.
That's what I think. I think with what you were saying about Holland occupying the two center backs, that's what he does. Even if he's taken out of the game, Semenyo has been the guy to pick up those runs, and that just makes sense. Yeah. That just makes sense to me. But to Shadman's point, Pep is a freak, and there's a good chance.
And this is the scary part about that point that Shadman has is this is the most fit we've looked in maybe 2 years.
So he can really experiment.
We're only missing Gavardio, who is making a freakish return anyway.
Fucking Guardiola, man.
He's got too many toys to play with. So it could be an overthinking masterclass, but he tends to do that after international breaks, after he's had time to let it marinate.
So 90 minutes is a long time at the Bernabeu.
I've heard.
I've
not
heard
anymore.
That before.
Well, not right now.
Now it's a long time for Madrid fans. For me, the only answer to how to Madrid win is Vinicius Jr. Right? Like that's the answer to this question, right? He has been the star player in these matchups before. He's the only one.
It's Guardiola, bro.
It's Guardiola on it.
No, genuinely
not using City as a use. Let's like City aren't involved in this portion because I agree it is Guardiola overthinking it, but
I'll still counter you with saying that it would be Valverde.
Okay,
because if Valverde doesn't have a good game, to Mila's point, like we're getting fucking cooked down the left side constantly. I'm a little less worried about the City right side because one, it's less certain, right? There's players that could play, could not play. They could have. I'm honestly the most scared of Cherky because every time he comes on against Madrid, I'm like fucking shaking in my boots. He just like glides past people. But I haven't watched much of Semenyo, so I can't really speak, right? I think if we play Fran Garcia there, it's gonna be scary, dude. It's gonna be a bad time for us. But if we play Mendy, there's actually a good chance, and I would if we do play Mendy, I hope that City does come out with Semenyo, and I hope that if even if Arbeloa chooses to start with Fran Garcia and he sees the Semenyo starting, he switches to Mendy because of the physicality, and Mendy just played a full 90 minutes this past week, and he actually had a fantastic performance. He saved us. He literally saved us from losing. Tracked down to one-on-one, like literally like old school vintage Mendy. It was kind of cool to see. Strong, fast. So if he can have a similar performance, and I think there's a good chance that I don't have to worry that much about that side, especially because Camavinga is probably going to start on that side, and he's also pretty sturdy defensively. It's just about the right side. So I think like if Valverde has a good game, then it gives a lot of freedom and opportunity for Trent to have a decent game, which is a key because we don't have ball progression, and he is the ball progression, and he is amazing at it. So we just need to give him the time and space and like a little bit of like room to do his magic. Vinny is obviously going to be a big part of that, but like Vinny doesn't get the ball in good positions if players like Valverde and Tchouaméni aren't having good games, because we start getting pushed back, and then the ball starts getting passed around by fucking the two center backs constantly, you know, and then the game starts dying off. And the reason I say Guardiola is because if City is controlling the game, I think it actually is the only way we have a chance of winning, because we don't have the team to sit there and try to break them down. Like, we have the team to create individual moments of brilliance, which don't happen, at least for our team. We don't have the type of player to like quickly dribble through to a couple of players. It used to be Brahim Diaz, but he's kind of washed now. So like we don't have that. We have people that could run at you and then turn and break your ankle and then keep going. You know, Valverde can't even do that. When he starts running, he's impossible to stop. And so like I think the key is gonna be how we are able to create offense and how we're able to just connect the back line to the attack, because that's been the biggest issue. Like, by the time the ball gets from the defense to offense, other teams set up, there's nothing left. Now you have to pass it around and hope for something to happen, you know? So I think those are the keys for Madrid potentially getting a dub here. And obviously, like, if we don't secure a result at home, then this is pretty much over. We kind of have to at least get a draw or something. Like, we can't lose at home and then go to the Etihad and hope to pull off some magic with this current team and the injuries. And like, if it was a full team and maybe a different Madrid, I would be like, all right, it's fine. Even if we go down 2-0, like, I'll never count this out. And like, still parts of me like doesn't. And I'm like, every time I watch, I'm like, oh, we're still gonna figure it out. But it hasn't been happening. So yeah.
If I'm being honest, this game or this tie has some shades of that PSG versus Liverpool tie last season to me in a lot of the same ways. I think the storylines going into it was the English team is going to go in there. They're on the better form. They have the better players. They're that type of thing right now. And then you just need your goalie to be amazing, which Thibaut Courtois is.
He is. That's what we can always count on. That
the other side of this coin is I could make the argument Alisson and Donnarumma, like that was that's kind of where I'm getting at this. It feels very similar, but it's just
Liverpool were fraudulent.
He's saying Liverpool's Madrid in this situation.
No. I'm saying Madrid is PSG in this situation, because that's how I see it.
I understand.
And the reason that I say that is because nobody saw PSG doing what PSG did until they beat Liverpool. And I think this type of performance, this tie could be the one that sets that in motion. And we all have to remember they lost the first leg. They lost the first leg and then won away.
I don't think this team has enough promise.
That team was a lot more connected. That was a young team that was like together from the beginning, and they got
that is hindsight. talking about it. When we went into that fixture, we did not know that. They were a team that just barely scraped into the from the playoffs, then just got over the line, and then beat Liverpool. And then went on.
I think they had more signs.
I'm just saying that the hints are there.
And I understand that, but like it's not sunshines and daisies at Madrid right now is the main issue. Like if they were a cohesive locker room, then 100% I'll give them the Madrid dark magic chance like every game. But I think that it's just so
fried,
so sour right now that like I can't guarantee you that same Madrid magic is going to come into play because they're not cohesive. They're not together right now. Where
this is kind of how I felt.
Has been, like the essence of their club for a very long time is that regardless of if they're the best or struggling team, they can bring it together and win games.
What I'm trying to say is the longer that Madrid stay in this tie, the more they're in the tie. If that makes sense. Like you guys can put it away very early and it can get ugly. But for the same perspective of PSG is they just kept it close for long enough to stay within that race, and then they pounced when they needed to. And that's really where Madrid are.
That's fine. Yeah,
they really are, in my opinion, just a Vinicius Jr. brilliant moment away from stealing anything. But that's how they've been for a long time.
I think because we have the home match in the second one, and they've only beat us when we were the worst we've been in 16 years.
But that's why the Liverpool shades come into play too, because they were the home leg in the second one, and they went in with.
You're like okay. Like we were shit. We're not shit this year. Like we're not the best anymore, but we're not shit.
Yeah, I don't think you're shit, but it's not. I just
last year, and that was the only time that Real Madrid have beaten us at home.
Yeah,
that's my point. Like it's a fortress for us.
I also just saw you guys drop points to Forest at home.
What?
I just saw you guys
definitely be
haven't lost in fucking whoever knows how long at home. So you can look at it both ways. Like we drop points, we're still undefeated at home.
But you don't. That's my whole point. Is you don't have to win at home. The away leg thing isn't as important as it used to be. As long as you're in the tie, and I'm not saying I'm going to predict City to win this because I think they will, but. If we're pointing it at the idea of a Real Madrid spin here, that's how they beat you. So they keep you in the tie, and Vinicius Jr. and Valverde are the two best players on the pitch. That's my opinion. I don't know if that's going to happen.
I think it's the other way around. I think they need a result at home that is going to nullify whatever result comes away.
I don't think City have been particularly convincing, especially relative to their past. To Mila's point, they're definitely improved on last year's team. And I think Madrid's team is nowhere near last year's team. And
if
I
this
don't think
was full Madrid,
we're better than last year's team for sure.
Last year's team.
I'm just thinking of you guys really bad, bro. We had fucking.
I'm just thinking of how unorganized. I'm just thinking. Oh, that's pretty bad. You're not wrong.
Fran Garcia. Those are like. We actually have some decent players.
Okay, let's just lump the past 2 years in. Let's just lump the past 2 years. Madrid are in a very low point. So I don't know. I don't think to the whole PSG Liverpool comp, I don't think they have any sort of semblance of, okay, yeah, well, a few things can go the way and then they'll build this momentum. Not to say they can't win the Champions League. Of course, Real Madrid can win the Champions League, but it would have to be fluky in terms of performances. Like you would need guys to just turn up. You would need guys to miss chances. You would need a lot to go right.
But that's football.
This is Real Madrid coded. This is Real Madrid.
Real Madrid
I don't think that there has been a matchup through the 14. I bet you 90% of them, City have been favored.
Yes.
Have they not?
I can tell you that for a fact. Yes, maybe
they've
even
been favored.
Whether it's
the bookies or just the general public. I think City has been the favorite. Now, I'm not saying that I have them as in this matchup. I have them as the favorite again. I'm just saying this is from a perspective of trying to.
Here's playing devil's advocate.
Go ahead.
Here's playing devil's advocate to Dylan's point. This is close to team family. Listen, there's a lot of injuries, and the players we have in the squad right now, that's team family right there, like it's possible. This is just playing devil's advocate. But for me, going into this game, it feels awfully eerily similar to how I felt going into Arsenal. And I was pretty hopeful for no fucking reason last year, except with that, it was more so like, oh, it's Arsenal, like fuck Arsenal, like they're trash. But it was like I had like this hope that we would pull off this Real Madrid magic, and then we go in there and we just got fucking whooped. Like even if like I would say like maybe the score lines, the free kicks were a little, it happened so quick. I wouldn't say it was very it didn't define the game as much as it it didn't look it looked a lot worse than it actually was. But I just I don't know, it feels very similar where I'm just hopeful for no reason other than the fact that we have a history of pulling shit off that we shouldn't have pulled off. And it could happen, but it's gonna really come down to City not taking it. Like we can win, but that's gonna be like City just missed 3 chances, and now Real Madrid are 1-0 up. City tied it up, but then Real Madrid scored immediately, and now Real Madrid's playing defense for another 50 minutes. If we are gonna win it, it's not gonna be like, "Ooh, what a masterclass! They really cooked."
Agreed.
It's gonna be like, "Holy shit!" Like, how the fuck did Doku miss those 2 1-on-1s? Or how the fuck is Courtois making all these saves? And then, holy shit, Vinny is so good. He just dribbled past 3 guys and made something out of nothing. And wow, Real Madrid just pulled something out of nowhere. And that's just like, it's such a weird feeling because like you're almost like, oh, you're like setting yourself up to be more hurt.
Yeah.
No, so Rodrigo is another thing.
Yeah,
we just have to mention. This is what I'm saying. If they were a fit Madrid team, I would not be saying the things I am saying. Rodrigo is a City killer. He has 5 goals in 9 matches against us. Like,
I heard he's gonna play.
That's the whole reason that we were linked to Rodrigo. Mbappe is another one where he's like, I'm not a huge fan, but the guy's talented and he can fucking pull one out of the hat. Vinny historically has been not the one I'm scared of in these matches. It's mainly Valverde and Rodrigo. Valverde in that midfield position scares me because he has the ability to whack it from 30 yards out. But if he's playing deeper, then that's not as scary to me.
I think Mbappe might be back from the reports I was reading.
He should not.
Like they're trying.
For his own good, as just a lover of the players, he should not fucking play.
I really hope that it's like
Well, the thing that the reports have been saying, he wants to come back because he's also looking to break records. Like he wants to break goal scoring records this season. That's what I mean, I don't know who knows how true any of these reports are, but that's what it was saying. So I don't think it's going to be like a Real Madrid being like, oh, you need to come back. It's more so like him, like, all right, like I'm having a crazy year. Like I need to score more goals.
Mbappe is my type of player, man. He's such a James Harden coded-esque player. Like he's just one of those guys that I like. He's just, I know I'm getting the Mbappe show every time I turn on the TV. It was the same way with James Harden during those Rocket years. Like I love that shit. As a guy that has no skin in the game, like give me one. You know what I mean? He's not playing for my team. All right, let's do predicties. Let's round it up, and then we'll do our predicties for the Premier League games. I forgot to do that, and then. End of the episode at 1 hour and 30. I knew every time we talk Madrid, I know it's going 1 hour 30. So
2-0 City.
Man of the match.
Doku. I feel like I can't go back on that now.
Shadman, your man of the match.
My man of the match, Chouameni. Just playing a statistics game, man. He's been the man of the match the past 4 games, I'm pretty sure, or some like 3 of the past 4 or something. He's insane. He's pivotal, and I think Arbeloa has kind of unlocked the position for him, and not unlocked the position for him, but a type of movement where he's getting into more goal scoring opportunities because like he's had a goal like 2 of the past 3 games, and they've been the exact same fucking goal. So like it just kind of looks like a drawn up play. And after the game, he was like, "Yeah, he wants me to just start shooting." And so. I think it's either him or Valverde for me, unless it's just a Vinny masterclass. If we win, if we don't win, I don't know. It could be anyone off City.
Well, I'm assuming you're predicting a win. What's your scoreline?
Yeah. I can't predict an L. I'm going with 3-2 Madrid. I think like wow. City will go up. and then Real Madrid will like score 2, City will score again, and then Real Madrid will just like do like a fucking header or something. Gonzalo Garcia sneaking around the back post and like forcing the ball in. I don't know. We'll see. That's my prediction though.
Okay. Grant?
I'm going to go 2-1 City and Courtois.
That's a good one. 90 minutes is a long time at the Bernabeu. And I have Manchester City winning 3-1. And I think that Doku is going to be my man of the match. I assume he starts. I think Mila's whole point about him terrorizing makes it that way.
The only reason he wouldn't start is because since coming back from injury, he hasn't looked phenomenal. It hasn't been bad, but that would be the only reason he doesn't start, I think.